Welcome back, everybody. It's been a minute, huh?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
How many episodes ago was it when all of us were on here?
Hey, check it. We're episode 21 today. Episode 21 is in the studio right now.
Season 1, episode 21.
Yep. Mr. Right to Indy is still muted here. We'll bring him in. We can just leave him like that.
I actually preferred it. Muted.
Now they finally unmute the god.
Release him.
I wish they would have heard what you released before we started recording that.
You don't even need a microphone for that.
Right.
You can see the gases.
You can
You
definitely
can see
smell
the
it.
gases around.
I think
Those
he's
walls
getting
used to
high
be
out.
white. Yeah. Those walls next to him used to be white.
Release the
Getting high off those
Kraken.
fumes.
Release
Getting high
the
off those
Kraken.
fumes.
Absolutely. But gentlemen, you know what? We have the ability here to sit there and say, hey, Big Ten West champions. As you know, we watched Saturday's game versus Ohio State and Michigan, which was a heck of a game. Really good game. But now, you know, before we get into it, and I know we will, here we go. Freaking Harbaugh's back. He gets to go back to the sideline. He doesn't have to sit in his hotel room wearing a freaking helmet and a microphone and try to assist as you know the best he can. But just quick 30, 45 seconds, your take on the Ohio State Michigan game.
Go ahead, boys.
It was a well contested
Ricky
game.
didn't
man.
watch it.
It was a great game.
I did
It was
not.
a
I
really-
watched the last
Back and forth, a lot of back and
10
forth.
seconds of it.
It was cool. It's gonna be a tough outing Saturday, but against Michigan. But I just popped up the ESPN stuff right here before that game.
Getting
and
way
the
off
first,
track here, boys. Why are
No.
we even talking about the game already here? Hey,
Let's go.
how was everybody's
I'm just-
Thanksgiving?
There we
that's
go.
what we're
Let's
talking
go. Let's go. I
I
like
we
it.
just start with everybody's Thanksgiving, right? That's the last time we recorded was a little bit before that. Meant to do one before Thanksgiving. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got families. Only 4 of us, 10 different ways, right? You got to be at 10
Yeah.
places at once.
Yep.
Can't make it happen. How was
What'd you do,
everybody's
Rick?
Thanksgiving then?
It was good, man. Like every year, I always eat too much. No, it was good. It was really good. Spent with the
Where were you
in-laws.
at?
Yeah, I was at my in-laws.
Mm.
So yeah, they made the turkey, the ham, and all that stuff. The corn casserole. The corn casserole is always my favorite. So that's really
Corn
what I
casserole.
go for. Yeah, that's really what I go for.
Ricky, do they use seasoning over there?
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
seasoning.
No,
seasoning
it
for
was a
sure.
joke. It was a joke. What'd you do?
That's
Yeah.
Salt and pepper seasoning.
Yeah.
No, come on. At least I know some. Yeah, what'd you do, Mr. Wright? What'd you do?
No, hold on. So you know what? I'm pretty sure he ate cucumbers with vinegar because that's what they do over there. But here we are.
I don't even know what over there means. Where do you guys think that go?
Well, in
Yeah,
Iowa,
over there.
you know, like, but
Cucumbers and vinegar, never in my life.
yeah, liar. But here we are. No, I actually had the in-laws come in from Wisconsin. Had the ability to sit down and kind of enjoy watching football with my father-in-law Brian. Had the ability to take him over and see my C-130 that I have here currently on post. But just spend time with them prior to them departing to head to Arizona to enjoy their great time in Arizona for the winter. So it was really cool. And then we did an early Christmas, so it was cool.
You,
It was good.
you were. I know with all that going on, you were texting our group chat that you fucking hate your in-laws coming over and visiting and stuff. You couldn't wait.
Yeah.
to leave.
So
yeah.
Brian, if you guys are listening,
Yeah, he's fucking lying.
on your way down,
Ass
on your
off.
way,
He was
on the
like,
way
"Ah."
down to
Yeah.
Arizona,
He was like, "Who the
No.
fuck has Christmas in November?
That's not,
How early is Christmas?" Yeah, he hated it. He
That's
hated the
not
Christmas.
anybody,
He
is
hated the Christmas gifts, by the way. Whatever you got him. I
no,
can't remember what it was.
He regifts. He regifts.
no.
gonna listen to our address.
Actually, no. They actually got me a awesome riding jacket for my Harley. That's got like the bells and whistles. If you go down, it'll save your lives.
Yeah, it sounds noisy.
Yeah. No. That's
Say
why-
wild hogs on the back.
Yeah. My dog, yeah.
You still wear those assless chaps by themselves? Yeah. Anyways, no, but
He wears them backwards.
at
You wear
our
them
mom's
back.
Show my thighs.
yeah, we just spent ours at my mom's house. A lot of food, man. A lot of food. Eddie took all the leftovers and didn't share.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that. I was gonna eat some of that shit on Friday.
Friday.
Called mom. No, she took it. Eddie took it for Jesse. Mom,
Nah, I
mom
ain't getting
covering for. Hey, mom was covering for Eddie. As
for her
always.
favorite because I didn't. I
Right.
definitely asked him on Saturday. I was like, "Hey, you bring home some of that mole?" He said, "I only got the sauce left." Like, what the hell? Damn, that was like nobody ate any of the mole that day. You literally ate the whole the whole batch
Damn,
of mole.
yeah.
Like, what the hell?
So as always, I actually took a nap this time. I
Yeah, you
never
did.
take a nap. I took a
Usually
nap at
I'm the one
mom's. You guys showed up late. I was in there taking a nap, just full as can be. These guys show up. Round two. I didn't
Yeah,
eat
right.
again, but I
You
just
got
kept
that
drinking.
one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So then
nice.
after that, we went over to Art and Sherry's. And luckily, the turkey wasn't cooking, and it took forever because I was still stuffed when we got there. We didn't eat till like 9 o'clock, but it was very good,
Nice.
very good turkey.
Good
They
deal.
butchered it themselves.
Good.
Came from Schneider's farm. Very good food. I'm still full
Nice.
from the plane.
Oh yeah.
This goddamn microphone's driving me nuts.
You sound fine, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could hear myself and I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. But anyways, boys. So anyways, yeah. So that brings us to Friday, right? Black Friday football game.
Yep.
So we were zoned in on one and one only. Our beloved Hawks are playing. We're playing Nebraska for a game that was really meant nothing to us, but getting that 10th win. Nebraska, they were playing for a shot at going bowling.
Yep.
Fuck them. We
That's right.
fuck 'em.
Hey, just a caveat. I just want you to know that I love seeing Wisconsin beat Minnesota, and they're not going nowhere either. So I'll end
Right.
that.
Yeah, I
Yep,
mean, it goes to show, the little karma there. They won. They know they didn't win.
The bull
They
god
look-
said, "Not today, ISIS."
No, no,
Right.
no.
All right, boys. So our Hawks pull off a 15-13 victory against the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
13-10. 13-10.
13-10, yeah.
13-10. Oh, that was the last game, wasn't it? 15-13.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we scored
13.
15.
13-10. Yeah.
Holy fuck! You thought we scored that much?
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't go. I thought we hit the over. But yeah,
No.
so I got
All
that
right.
wrong.
So here we go. Let's look at it. Going to the first quarter, I had high hopes that that old Deacon Hill would continue, his ability to pass the ball and keep driving, pushing. Kudos. Actually, I might even give kudos to Nebraska because I hate Nebraska. But the defense itself was, tough. Like, hey, I'm going to make you earn it. Running game for the most part at the beginning of it, I would say, especially the first quarter. We had a couple good, decent runs. We made a couple decent passes. Ostrenga, Stilianos, those guys did a heck of a job. I know that we ended up losing Caleb Brown to injury. But when I looked at it, I was like, okay, who's going to step up? I know we had a couple of drops from Raini. But I didn't, man, I just needed a little bit more passing and that ability to see Deacon Hill, I believe, to be more competitive in the pocket, or even run the ball. Like half the time when I thought he was going to run, I was like, oh crap, just unhook the hitch guy, just go. But what did you guys see?
I saw Stilianos had a big reception for us, so that was fun to see. One of our tight ends coming up big for us when we needed him. But I will say, in a lot of that game, there were able to see as to why we were upset with a lot of the play calling this season. Just when we had an opportunity to go for the end zone, just 3 straight runs and just take the points, and we get blocked. Like we didn't get and it was just stuff like that. It was like, damn, like we were looking fun in the last 2 games, but then this particular game, I don't know. I feel like the offensive play calling, it went to like, this is why we were upset all year. Me personally, but yeah, our defense awesome, but
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
get to that.
Did you watch the game, Rick?
I listened to part of the game. I was at work. I picked up a little bit of work on Friday. Um, but yeah, I totally forgot that they were even playing on Friday, and it just the whole week last week was just such a freaking blur. I didn't even know what day it was. It was just I swear it was like Sunday every day for me is the way it felt. But no, yeah, I listened to part of it, and then I watched the very last like 2 minutes of it, which was like the best 2 minutes of the fucking game. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm relying more on you guys to kind of let me know what the offense was like. I know what did we get? Our field goals blocked twice. Is that right?
Yeah, special teams. Yep.
Yeah, special teams from from what I was listening to. So and then at the end, our the kicker they put in for that last field goal that was fucking awesome. That was his very first kick um, for the Hawks this year. So, and he fucking nails an awesome kick, when it really needed to count. So, especially with, our kicker struggling, he came in clutch.
Absolutely. Henry, what do you got?
Yeah. So yeah. Now I feel really loud. Stupid fucking mic. Anyways. Yeah. I mean I think we left 6 points on the table there. With our field goal kicker, he was Drew Stevens was actually he was uh he was struggling mentally. You could tell he was broke. After that second kickoff that went out of bounds, he was done. I'm like, how do you do that twice in one game? That's just all mental. Then now,
Yeah.
which is to me the right move. That's 4 kicks. That was shanked. The field goals, they were just no lift to them. They were just kind of straight. And I get it was windy and whatnot that day, but you still, you got to
Gotta get over the
adjust. And if you
line.
can't make those adjustments on the fly, then you're definitely something going on that you couldn't adjust to it. So I think he did the right thing by sitting him out. I'm sure this week he's getting the work in, and he'll probably be our starting kicker again. I guess did you guys see the lineups for this week?
I
I think
haven't,
the
but
only ones that are missing is Logan Jones and who else did they say? There was 2 guys out for sure. What is wrong with this thing?
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet.
you sound fine.
I know, but
Uh, But yeah, the like just to kind of piggyback off what you were saying, even on the announcers, they were talking about our kicker. With how bad our offense has been struggling, having our kicker like that part of our game being out is just detrimental. Like it could be just totally bad. So yeah, I'm glad that we actually did something and put a new kicker in because they were absolutely right. When we definitely depend on that to score all the time, and it's not working.
right.
It's not good.
Yeah, so that's 6 points that like I said, we left on the table. Um, another, going back to our offense, we struggled. We ran. LaShawn Williams seemed to be like the only one really hitting the holes, getting in there, running wise. I thought we were moving the ball decently with the receivers when Caleb Brown was in, but once he got hurt, I don't know if you guys went back and watched the game, but on the play before he missed that touchdown. Him and Stulianos actually ran into each other,
Oh wow.
and that's when he got and then that next play, that catchable touchdown pass, I guess that was right there. Hit him off his arm instead of catching with his hands. He tried to catch it
like this.
right, and it went right. And, I mean, that should have been a catchable ball. That's a touchdown we left on the table there too. So
So, and everything you guys are saying, I absolutely agree. There were some, again, questionable plays in, not to be the negative Nancy of why Brian Ferentz is going to go the route he goes at the end of the season. When it's 3rd and 19 and you're within 20, 25 yards on the Nebraska side of it, we run the ball. Knowing that we have a kicker who's struggling already, and I get it, we have a quarterback who's struggling too, 100%. But to build confidence in the quarterback possibly, or just the team itself, or the fan base, or whatever it is, how in the world do you run on 3rd and 19?
It's not even that. They ran three straight running plays, and we got that flag, and that's what turned into 3-19. We didn't even go for the end zone not one time in that little possession that we had.
Exactly. Because when we got that special teams freaking fumble recovery, which was huge, when you sit there, and when I sat there and looked at it, I was like, man, 3rd and 19. Just give you a heads up. I had the ability to sit here with a buddy of mine, Prochaska. So currently, my Hawkeye flag is sitting at his house as a Nebraska fan for the next 7 days. I'll end up taking a picture and send it to, I'll post it
Nice.
on our Facebook page. But it's just we have literally a week to figure out offensively how to attempt to compare to Michigan, and I think that it's going to be very tough. I think our defense is going to freaking do what they do, but the thing is, if our defense is on the field for 40 plus minutes, we're putting so much wear and tear on these guys that I don't know what's going to occur.
right, so that's where that bend don't break mentality is definitely going to break. Being on that field that long, you saw when we played Penn State. They just drove the ball and they just kept chipping away those little 3-yard dumps and whatnot, 4 yards. That's always going to win a game. I think offensive wise, let's see, I would have rather played. Let's see, yeah, I wanted to play Ohio State.
Me too.
I think we had a better chance against them.
Me too.
Because their quarterback really isn't that good. I see where JJ McCarthy is actually a decent quarterback. Yeah, I think our better chance was against Ohio State, and I was pulling for them to win.
I don't know, man. I think with having our best defensive player out, and then them having one of the best offensive freaking weapons in Marvin Harrison Jr. over there, I think he was gonna have a fucking heyday against us. So honestly, I was hoping to see Michigan over Ohio State.
So in all reality, I'm not gonna say our best defensive player, but the fact that Jay Higgins and everybody else.
But you know what I'm talking.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
Our
No,
best defensive,
yeah.
in the backfield, our defensive back.
Yeah.
Somebody that we
Secondary.
somebody that we needed to try to guard a Heisman hopeful.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what though, Castro, the entire like he killed it through that game.
Did you see how he lit up that running back? Remember, I texted you guys. I was like,
number one.
Yep.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yep.
Holy hell, dude! He lit him up big time.
So I know Henry posted that freaking video on there, and I'm not sure if you can bring that up, but that would be absolutely awesome to bring up on this pod right now if we can.
I'll have to look it up. I can work on that real quick here. You guys keep going. But yeah, Castro did definitely show up to play. Let me see if I can get it pulled up here, okay?
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, this man just flies around. And to me, when I look at Castro, he's got that Bob Sanders mentality. He rolls through. He hits hard. Like at some when I'm watching him play, sometimes I'm like he has no disregard for his own body because he's just smoking people. But I know you're looking at the play, but holy crap! I've never seen, I haven't seen anything like this in a while. And this poor gentleman who plays for Nebraska, he got hit by a guy named Freight Train. And that's the reason why I keep bringing up the Bob Sanders mentality, because Bob Sanders was just, he was gross. And what I mean by gross, like when he hit people, like people knew like, hey, I just got hit by Bob Sanders. And when these guys that were playing and they get by Castro, they know they're being hit by Castro. Yeah. Absolutely. D. Lee, he did his best that he possibly could. Jamar Harris, there was that one play that was just kind of wacky. He lost his footing. They caught that big pass. But for the most part, when it comes especially to the, defensive side of the ball, which is our strong suit of the Iowa Hawkeyes, there were some questionable offensive plays, especially that 50 plus yard bomb that they threw on us. And I was like, oh man, I'm like, what the heck? But, we didn't wait. We didn't waver. We continued to play hard, and that's what we can. And yes, those field goals and Drew Stevens.
And we had a defensive. We had a defensive lineman make that interception right before to get us the ball back to win that game. Right? Yeah.
So yeah.
D lineman did.
Yeah, Ethan Herkett.
Hey, let's fucking go. You don't get those very often.
Yeah. And then we ended up saying, "Hey,
Here, I got it pulled up here.
Okay, let's get it.
I got it pulled up here. I'll get it on here.
Game blouses."
Is it pulled up here? Can you guys see it?
Yep, we got it.
There you go.
Going.
There, watch him here. Boom.
God damn.
It's kind of choppy, but just boom.
There it goes. Yeah, there it goes.
Hey, he got up like, oh shit, he just did
He didn't play the rest of the game.
Man,
That guy didn't play the rest of the game. No,
for real.
right.
Looked like
He got lit
That
up.
number
dude.
one.
Jesus
He got lit up.
Christ.
second
Hey,
down.
Castro just went off of that like. He
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
even feel him.
It was perfect timing. He caught. Looks like he catches him off
Second
down.
down.
I love
Looked
it.
like it's a
He wasn't even looking at him.
second
He
down.
just ran into him. Oh,
Looked like it's a
Right. That shit was crazy.
second
One
down.
more time.
I
So
remember I texted you guys. I was like, dude, he just fucking laid dude out. Big time. I didn't know that he didn't go back in. Definitely concussion or
Yeah.
something, huh?
That's funny.
So I don't know what it was, but he definitely didn't come back in. He could. They said he was kind of shook up after the play, but
Like scared.
yeah, that was crazy.
So here we go. Here's my question to you gentlemen. What is your projections for the game that's coming up for the Big Ten championship?
So I think
Final score,
let's
or
talk
what?
about the spread real quick. We're at a 24
Yeah.
point difference here. I think the over under is 34 and a half or something like that. So they're projecting like a 27-7,
Yeah.
game, something like that. Which
Yeah,
I think that's a lot. That's a big spread. I think to me, I'm going to take Iowa on the points there, but I think we keep it close. I don't think I've always been optimistic with their boys, but I'm
I
going to
think
say. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say.
I think
our
I'm going to call it.
defense is gonna go until it can't go no more. That's all I think. Our defense is gonna give it their all, hold them until they're just gonna be tired, and that's when they're gonna get us big time.
Red Dog, what do you got?
So hold on, Henry. What were you gonna say? What was your score prediction there? You never gave it.
Oh yeah. No. I'm gonna go. Screw it. I'll go 21-14. Michigan.
21-14
7
Michigan.
points. I'll give. Yep.
I'm gonna go.
I think
So I'm gonna go 20. Go ahead.
because they struggled against Maryland. They only won by 3 there.
Yeah.
if we can somehow put something together where we, you know, play, they play Iowa football but better. They run the
Yep.
ball. That their running back, um, Cordum,
Corum.
he's a beast.
Yeah.
Corum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Corum.
Cordum,
Yeah, Blake Corum. Yep.
Blake Corum. Yep. No,
Scrotum.
he's a beast.
Let's screw him.
So, like I said, that
Scrotum.
I don't think they're much of a passing team. They're more of a running team. You know, they're going to wear you out that way. But hopefully, our boys show up to play. It'll be fun to watch that our D line against their offense, which that they lost one of their top guards.
Yeah, they did.
One of the
Yep, he got
guards.
hurt.
Was it a guard or? But anyways, one of their. You know, he was projected a first round draft pick. They didn't show him. It
Zettler
was a
or
nasty-
some Zent or
Yeah, Zinzer.
Zinzer. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it looks like he had surgery. I think I did see something like that. Everything's going well, so um, wish him all the well. So yeah, so 21-14 Iowa, or not Iowa, sorry, Michigan.
Michigan.
And
Michigan.
14.
So
Wait. Let's go
yeah,
14.
I'm gonna go pretty close to what. Yeah, I'm gonna go 21-10. 21-10, and that's based off of like what they normally do, right? So like the first drive, they come out, they're scripted drive. If they execute it, and you know they're really practicing whatever they're going to be doing this week because they know they're going to have to bring something different to the table with Michigan. If they get their script down and old Cannon Nuts is able to you know kind of lay him in there like he's supposed to, and I think if we score in the first drive, that'll be the reason why, right? Because it's a scripted drive, right? So after that, I think there's going to be two people, I'll say people, that are going to get really tired. It's going to be our defense and Torrey Taylor's right fucking leg. I think those are the only two people that are going to get fucking tired. I don't think our offense is really going to get that tired. So I think we'll get close enough where we can squeak another field goal in, and that's where the 10 is going to come from. But yeah, I think our defense is going to get so fucking beat down that Michigan will probably be able to squeak a few runs in here or there, throw some passes in here or there, and kind of beat us from the fatigue, really.
I like it.
Huh.
So here we go. If we have the ability to control at any point Blake Corum, which no team has currently, but again, we have the best, I believe, rushing defense in the Big Ten. And then we make J.J. McCarthy do his job of throwing the ball constantly. It's like, and this is kind of like a double-edged sword, right? But the thing is, we have to have an offense that actually produces and not just running up the gaps because guess what? We're getting shut down because they're just stacking the box and they're hitting us, which kind of scares me. And then when you tell Cannon Nuts to let it fly, you know, it's his percentage, I would say, top of my head, is probably like 20-30% that they're going to actually catch the ball. My final score, because I know that Michigan is going to run up the score just for the, you know, BCS and you know, just for the national championship. I'm going to go with 38-13 Michigan.
I'm
Damn.
gonna give our defense the most respect that I can because I feel like
Oh,
they're gonna play it ball out.
Yeah.
They're gonna ball out. They're gonna give it till they can't get it no more.
Oh, absolutely.
21-3. The thing I'm not giving any hope for is our offense. So I'm gonna think our defense is gonna give it their all, hold them to 21, and maybe our offense gets 3 points.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you now, like our defense will be on the field probably for over 40-45 minutes, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like Penn State. They were on the field for 47 minutes of
Yeah.
the game.
I was going to go with the same number you did, Jess, but like I said, if they execute everything like to the T, that first drive, I think they can score, and I think that's it.
I mean, what the only pass that we're gonna have is gonna be a 3-yard route. So I don't think they're gonna be able to execute it like that. So like I said, I'm giving our defense the most utmost respect, but I'm not gonna have any faith, especially going off of our offensive performance this past week. I was kind of getting there, but then I was like, yeah, there we are. Shit.
So what we're saying is we need our defense to fucking start scoring points more, especially in this game.
Yeah,
And
yeah. What the fuck? Why aren't they doing that?
yeah, like, what are they doing? There's
Like
Yeah,
three
what else are they
defensive
doing? Jesus
three,
Christ.
three different
So
defensive
get this,
touchdowns
okay,
a
guys?
week, right?
Yeah. So November 12th, 2016, the Hawks were a 20-point underdog to Michigan at our house here, and we won 14-13.
Yep.
That was at home.
So it
Yeah,
could
who's
all
their
happen.
quarterback?
I don't give a shit where it is. This is supposed to be a neutral. This is a neutral environment.
Yeah, but
Who's
the
their
last time
QB? Who's their QB in 16?
Uh,
The Stanzi. No,
yeah,
no, it wasn't
was.
Stanzi. That wasn't
it wasn't Stanzi.
CJ
Yeah. Okay.
he's still back
because he was 15, still 16.
Oh,
He was good.
since you can throw a ball though.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we
He
are.
was- yeah, he wasn't a lineman playing quarterback.
Dude, that dude is so big.
and I believe that I'm like I could be wrong, but who do
He
you have
looked
like
like fucking Uncle Rico out there, fucking throwing him over the mountains.
Old Sunshine? Old Sunshine, if I believe, had like Mark Manley, like he had solid receivers.
Oh, yeah.
And or he trusts in his receivers, and that's one thing that I've seen over the past years that that's regressing, is the ability to trust in the receivers that we have, and then just go straight tight end, go tight end, tight end, tight end, tight end. But guess what? When you do that, then why not double team tight ends and just say, hey, this
people
receiver's
catch
not
on
gonna
to
get
that.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
for the last 5 years.
I'd love
Yeah.
to see it. I'd love for our offense just to prove me wrong. That'd be awesome.
true.
But
Are you trying a little reverse psychology here on them?
Okay,
You guys won't prove me wrong.
you guys won't prove me wrong.
Yeah.
It works with my 9-year-old.
You won't.
My
I dare
9-year-old,
you.
you tell her she can't do
All right,
something, she'll
boys.
do it.
all right, fellas. Well, what do you guys know about wrestling? Any of you guys know anything?
Oh man.
This one?
I don't
No,
know.
I don't.
Yeah, not Nacho Libre.
What a big win against Iowa State, televised on ESPN.
Hey, check it out. I'm gonna put it on the ticker right now. Make it 19 straight.
19 straight.
19 straight.
baby. Let's go.
You know, and
19 straight
this,
in one
this,
game.
this
Hey, but
duel
guess
kind of
what?
worried me,
Yep.
to be honest.
No, it worried you. I was sitting there I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Well, just going into it, I was kind of worried. Some of the weight classes that we were at, that we have wrestlers missing. It was scary because especially what they blanked the last school that they that they faced. Who was that? Wisconsin.
I
Iowa
don't
State.
know who they.
It was.
I haven't been
but-
following much wrestling. I'm still in
But yeah.
football mode, but wrestling's coming up here,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that they blanked somebody in the Big Ten, and coming into that one, I was like, oh shit! But found a way to pull it off.
So one thing I'll say is, transfer portal, because even for wrestling, the individuals that we got from North Dakota State, I believe Frank
Yeah,
Frankus
Jared-
or
Jared Franick
Frank,
and Caliendo.
yep,
Michael, is it Michael? No,
yeah,
Yeah.
Marcus,
Is it? No, Michael Caliendo.
yeah. The Frankus match, I was like, Jared match, I was like, oh man, I'm like, what the heck? That thing went down to the wire. There was, I'm gonna there was so many close freaking.
Real Woods almost lost.
Yeah,
over
so let's
time.
just start at the beginning at 121 or
25.
125 there with the. You still shitting your pants over there?
That was Jesse.
Yeah, that was super loud. At least mute yourself.
It just popped out. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Or just cough.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
try to cough.
Yeah, Drake
Drake
Ayala
Ayala.
came through. He can't even sit in his own shit.
Yeah.
He's coughing.
Yeah, we can see you holding your breath, dude.
Okay, here we go. Ayala, go ahead.
Yeah, that match, Drake took it down to the wire, but he came back. He rebounded back from that loss. He had in the opening, duel at home. He just didn't look like himself. Looks like he kind of worked on some things and turned some stuff around. He looked pretty good. Then we get to
33.
Brody Teskey's match where again he's go could never finish the shot. You know, he was always in on that leg.
Yep.
You know, and I think these 3-point takedowns are going to make a big difference on comebacks. You know, as we get further down into this talk here with our wrestlers here. Then we get 141. Real Woods taking up against Anthony Echemedia, which he came from Ohio State. He was a Cuban. He's big into you shit your pants again, didn't you? Go to
Did
the
you mute it? You mute it now. Now we know when you're gonna shit because you're gonna mute it. Now we know.
Hey, keep going. Hey, hey,
Slick about it.
hey, stay on topic. Here we go. Stay on topic. Here we go.
Muted it. And the nostrils
topic.
flared.
Stay on topic.
If you're watching on the YouTube here,
That kid was a big freestyle wrestler, right? Kid from Cuba.
big freestyle from Cuba. Yeah, he's very good at freestyle, very strong. Look good. If you're sitting there, you know, he took it down to the wire too. You know,
He
give
almost
him
had
an
that
extra
last
second, one more second on the mat, he would have had it. But you can tell the time ran out and whatnot. On that
Even that was
match,
close to see, though.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
Real Woods wins it in overtime right away off the horn, so that was good to
Yeah.
see. Like he found a way to win, but it was definitely very close.
yeah.
Oh,
So then
absolutely.
at 49, we bring out Vjanovic against Swiderski, which that Swiderski kid, he's good. He took Real Woods to the wire last year at the home meet. Very good wrestler. Vjanovic, he was a transfer. He's a transfer for us out of the Oklahoma State, Okie State. Transferred here. Getting better, you know. And then we got our 57-pounder, which would be Jared Franek. Very strong showing on him, you know, his part. Looked very good. And then we had 65, we had Caliendo. Did he win? He
No,
win his?
no, he did not.
He lost his, right?
Car.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because he had car.
Car.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had the
I
best.
think
He had the,
yeah.
that's it. That weight
Number
class.
2 wrestler,
Yeah.
number 2, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
in,
number 2 wrestler in the country.
in that
That
match, yep, in that match, David Carr, or yeah, I believe it was David Carr. Yep. Man, he's just quick. He's fast.
His reshots,
know-
his reshots were
Gosh.
freaking crazy.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And then his ability just to be aggressive, just his ability to have his body play off of what Caliendo did, and then just kind of like, I'm like when I watched that match, I was like, wow. He was just quick. He's quick, tough. He's just smart. And again, just like that Franek, when you have aged wrestlers, individuals who've wrestled for a while, you can definitely see it from where they're at compared to bringing in new guys and different competitions. Especially coming from the D2, D3 of North Dakota State to a D1. But yeah, David Carter, he was just. Yeah, he was fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun to see great wrestling, So then we bring it up to the 74-pounder where we bumped up Patrick Kennedy, a natural. He wrestled 165 for us last year.
Yeah.
Comes out strong, taking it to the kid, and this is like I said, where that 3-point takedown is going to make a huge difference. That last period, you can tell he hadn't been wrestling much in the room because I know he just came off a big surgery on his knee, and I think he was just suspended for the first few duels for the whole betting thing. But I think he just used that as recovery time anyways. And you could just tell he was running out of gas there towards the end of that match. Big time, It's kind of like what Spencer Lee was going through last year, with all his injuries. He wrestled hurt. You can tell he was gassed towards the end of third periods, which again, just building up your stamina.
Yep.
Just to get through the matches, and then what was it? Good thing it was their coaches is what messed up that match for that kid. They said keep
Yep.
him down, thinking they forgot about they're going to take the
The
riding
riding
time
time.
off,
Yeah.
thinking they were going to take it into overtime, but they didn't realize that they were 1 point short. So they had the riding time off, but it was just like I said, if he would have cut him again,
So had
got
to
the
cut him right
takedown, they would have
away
got it there. That was a big match there,
because
to
he was
win that
tired.
74.
He was tired.
Right. And
No,
then
no, no. Hey,
brings us up to the
yeah. No, I was gonna
go
say,
ahead.
PK was just like he wasn't tired. He was gassed to the max.
Right.
If you look at it when he made that turn, his body just kind of like collapsed, and you're just like, oh crap.
Even his last shot that he went in on him, that he got ended up biting him in the ass because it was just so it was labored.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah. So then what does it go to 84? So we
Gabe
we bump up Gabe Arnold. He wrestled 74 at our last duel. This is all coaching strategy. He here to win the duel, we're gonna bump him up, take on this kid. I think he was ranked number 7.
Yep.
Yep.
If I remember right.
Ranked the unranked. Yep.
So that'd be 2 duels in a row where he's beating a ranked kid.
And-
What was that final score of that one? 3-1.
Yep. Something
Yeah.
like that. Yep.
3-1. I
Yeah.
think they both chose neutral. Am I right? No, he went down, so it was a 4-1.
Hold on.
He never did get taken down, and
Wait for stats.
Yeah, he never got taken down.
yeah. Okay, so then we get up to our 97 pounder where Zach Glazier, who had been sitting, behind Warner all those years, as he did his interview, he said, I'm the old guy here, it's my turn to come through. And he, once he got that win, he kind of solidified the duel, to be honest, because, because we know their last heavyweight, which was wrestling 197 last year. He's a stud.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he is.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever All-American at nationals, but he's pretty good. So then the Hogs pull off the big win. Again, early in the season, lots to work on yet. So
Yeah. So Gabe Arnold beat Will Fieldcamp. He was number 6 in the nation.
Number
at
6.
3-2.
3-2. So good duel, very good, fun to watch. Come down to the wire like that.
And that was a good one. It was good to have one like that for the first time, them getting shown on ESPN. So that was awesome to see. That was a good duel.
Yeah.
And-
only thing that would have made it better is if it was at Carver, where it is the real mecca of wrestling.
You can just. It was just so crazy to see that Iowa State. It just looked. I don't know. It just looked weird compared to when you see it
Carver's
in
such
Iowa
a-
City. Yeah.
Carver's such a different. Did you guys listen to the Jocko podcast at all? No. Well, he had Bo Nickel on there probably a couple months ago, maybe a month and a half ago. But give it a listen. And Bo talks about the first time he wrestled at Carver. And he was like, it was just such a different vibe. He's like, the people there just are absolutely wild. Like the entire place is just electrifying, and it's just nuts. He's like, they got fucking flames shooting out of fucking everywhere and shit. And yeah, he's like, it's wild. But yeah,
anytime I've ever heard anybody talk about Carver, it's always great things. And even they never ever say that people are complete dicks to him or anything like that, which is awesome to hear. But yeah, they just hear. I think I've heard that one right there, Ricky. That he was definitely saying how it was definitely one of their other than at home, it's probably one of his favorite places to wrestle at.
Yeah.
So, again, watching that meet, what I can tell you is Brandon's he's got his hands full in regards to trying to get these young guys ready to go to compete every freaking chance, available. But it's gonna be a wild. I think it's gonna be a wild year, and if anybody can pull it off, it's gonna be him, absolutely. But there's gonna be some growing pains, I think, throughout this process, but we just got to watch.
Yeah. So we got two guys coming in here next semester after the first of the year. The Ferrari brothers. They're going to be in our lineup, so we'll see where they fall in. You know, I'm sure Anthony will probably go either heavyweight. Probably, I'm going to guess probably heavyweight would be my guess.
You don't think we're gonna unleash Keeter when he gets back into the wrestling room?
No, I doubt it. I bet he'll take a red shirt this year and then
Yeah.
get big for next year. So, which he didn't make the trip to Nebraska, you know, because it was probably just a game that really didn't matter, the football, but it mattered to these guys. So and they showed it, they won it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that'll be really cool once we see him wrestle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just want to. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Because I know I cut one of the backup wrestlers there for the Hawks, and I was asking him about Keeter, and they said that they even wake him up in the middle of the night to try to bulk him up. So there's no, he's definitely going to be heavyweight.
sure, yeah.
So it's. I was just like, maybe. He said he goes in the room every now and again. So I was like, that'd be fun to see.
Can you imagine getting fucking woken up to eat? Dude, that's just insane. Like that's the kind of shit like the behind the scenes stuff that people don't realize that goes on. It's like, yeah, this shit really does happen. Like they'll wake your ass up to eat just to get big. And like that's your job is to fucking eat. And that's just so crazy to me. So cool. But
I don't think I've ever been woken up to eat in the middle of the
no,
night.
I usually wake up and eat, and I just get big in the gut. That's about it.
So you guys don't even want to know what's going through my mind right now to eat.
In the middle of the night.
Hey, so no bullshit. Think about it, like, hey, I just went to Hy-Vee,
You
picked
got
up
morning
4
bread
bags
at
of
that
food.
time.
Yeah,
You could eat that with morning bread. I guess at that point, I think at that point it's a wash, isn't it?
Hey,
Just
wake
put it all
up!
over my computer.
Time to eat.
Hey. I'm hungry.
It's still rated PG.
So we can make this one.
PG-13.
We can click the E for this one.
But hey, you know what though? Hey, I think at this point, play my theme music.
Yep. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for listening.
Hey, you guys not gonna give a shout out to the girls winning that girls basketball?
Okay. So first of all,
Yeah.
no, hold on. Shout out to Lainey Joe,
Yeah.
Henry's daughter. Has had a birthday, 5 years
Happy
old.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Absolutely
Happy birthday,
freaking
sweetheart.
amazing. It's crazy that our kids are getting bigger. So absolutely, first of all, the first lady that gets it is that, and then the Coastal champions, Caitlin Clark. Yep, Caitlin Clark came up big at the end. Hit a couple big hits. At the end, the free throws were not. It drove me crazy that the free throws were not hitting, especially within like the last 2.5 minutes of that. It was just weird to see that, but just the big hits coming through, and then guess what? We are the Coastal champions.
Right, and that was Kansas.
Kansas State. Yeah.
Kansas, they beat us earlier this season, right? And got the.
They beat us that tournament,
Yep.
first round. So then we lost to them last year too.
Yep.
Caitlin Clark,
So that's-
32. Yeah, she went off.
32. Jeez.
32,
Yeah.
but the free throws. I think everybody's kind of tripping out on how many free throws they kind of missed down the stretch. Which again, this is a process. This is going to be a long season. They're going to clean that up because, as you know, free throws at the end are actually going to be your kind of your big push to win. So kudos to Iowa. Kudos to Caitlin. Kudos to the entire team. And yeah.
All right. So as the season here, we dwindle down with the football season. We still got a bowl game. We got this championship game coming up here this week. We'll definitely start paying more attention to some of the other stuff, other sports going on here at Iowa Sports.
Absolutely.
We'll keep up with the wrestling. We'll get more in depth with that. We'll get some guests on here. Basketball.
Oh yeah.
I follow it. Never got really much into it, but I'll do my best.
For what?
No,
Iowa men's basketball.
Yeah,
Men's.
it's hard.
Well, yeah.
Not missing that much. Not missing much there.
But
Men's,
we still gotta follow. We
women's,
still
yeah.
gotta cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still gonna cover it. Because the way what I've seen, they're not. I'm not convinced yet they're a NCAA team. Championship game
That's
to
true.
get into it. But they're showing some promise. They're young. They'll be young this year. Some of them players, like a couple freshmen there, they're looking pretty tough, looking pretty good. So, like I said, we'll get more in depth with them guys. Women's basketball for sure. Wrestling, I'll be at every home duel. So yeah, we'll definitely keep this pod rolling through the winter here. There'll be a lot of stuff going in the transfer portal, lots to talk about. We'll lose some, we'll gain some.
Absolutely.
Yeah, lots of fun things coming up, right?
Oh, and yeah, you're definitely right. We have these other sports coming up, and we're going to cover them to the best of our ability to try to be Johnny on the spot on what we can, what we're going to put out. But yeah, the effort is there, and I promise you that you're about to get a full load of it.
All right, so what do we got coming up this weekend?
Just threaten me.
Is the women's basketball against women and men's play Iowa State this weekend, don't they? Basketball?
Oh shit, I don't know.
I think that's coming up too here this weekend or the following. So that'll be big. Get that Cyhawk trophy back.
Bring it back.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Play it.
hey, with that brings us to another episode of the Hometown Hawks podcast. Thanks for joining.
Play my theme music, baby.
Hey,
Hawks.
go Hawks. And
Go Hawks,
we'll see. We might
baby.
we'll see if we put on another pod before the weekend here.
Go Hawks, 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 Hawks.
Follow me on OnlyFans. Follow me on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Hawks 10 is, I think,
Nah, I'm good.
puts it at now.
I'm good.
Thanks, everybody.
More entertaining than the men's basketball team. Let's go.